Well, I just got to tell you, I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. I thought it was going to be a rout. I thought we were going to lean towards the future, not go back to the 1830s. And so congratulations to all you Trump voters. Your guy won, and you deserve whatever he does.
Slow clap.
Slow clap.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, put your MAGA hats on. Smoke
Smoke
them if you got them.
Here's what, and look, we talk about this almost every week on the podcast. We talk about how is it possible that these people continue to like this guy when, Joe Biden had a son that wasn't in government and he was addicted to crack and he did some shit when he was on crack, and they took that guy to fucking task for 3 years. And then whatever he did, it's Hunter's fault, Hunter's laptop. This guy, best friend was a pedophile. He was raped by a woman who said he was that he raped her when she was 13. She sued him. It's one thing after the other.
This is like
shithole countries. It's like, I don't want to list it again. You're right, because
these are like propositions that everybody just voted yes for.
Yes. Yeah.
Rape, yes.
Rapist.
Rape.
Yes. Check. Yes.
Fascist.
Yeah. Dictator on day one. Dictator. You sure it's going to be day one? Because if it's day two.
Grab him by the pussy twice.
Twice. Yeah, double check. And we
just to double check.
And they went for it. And then Hispanics, you got to remember, the day he started his campaign 9 years ago, he said they're sending their rapists, they're sending their criminals, and assume some are good people, which means he didn't know any.
No.
We were just talking about, he doesn't know any.
A bunch of bad
Hispanics. So then at his rally, they said that Puerto Rico was a shithole and it was a garbage, a floating island of garbage. And Latinos came out for him big. And I'm watching the news today, they're analyzing, what could she have done better? And I'm like, stop. She had 100 days. She fucking didn't make a misstep. She didn't make a misstep in the whole fucking area. What you have to get involved is that you motherfuckers on the media, you made him seem normal.
Right, they normalized him.
You kept saying, you didn't get up every day and go, he's got 32 convictions. He's got 58 more pending. He's got to go to trial. This guy's a criminal. He had top secret documents. Now let's see what he's doing on his campaign. They never said it. They just treated him like he was a normal candidate.
Also, the fact that Merrick Garland didn't jump, that this took so fucking long to really bring some fucking justice to him. Was already too late because he already got a foothold
Dog
again.
was a problem.
Right.
Well, right now we're not sure exactly what we're going to do.
You're exactly right. But also talk about just beating a dead horse. How many times do you have to say to somebody, he's got 34 felony convictions. He raped this, was settled out of court, paid off a porn star. It's like one after another. And it's every day.
He was indicted by the Nixon administration. This doesn't just go back 9 years. This goes back to the fucking Nixon administration. He actually tried to took out a page ad to try to get the Central Park Five killed.
Back when I was in New York.
Yeah. He tried, and they were DNA proved that they were innocent. And so what bothers me is that, besides all of it, is that we are now in a place where people don't think it through.
Yeah.
People think one thing: eggs are expensive. Well, eggs are expensive because the avian flu ripped through all these dairies and fucking killed all the chickens. And they had to kill all the chickens. That's why eggs are expensive. Gas is expensive. Gas prices when barrels of oil were $108, gas was $3.20 in California. Now it's $76 a barrel and it's $4.80.
Right. Yeah.
Gas companies have done the highest profits in their history in the last 2 years. And they did it to make sure everything's were expensive so they could get their guy to get tax cuts. And that's what Trump's going to do. Do you think he's going to help you? Because he's not.
No. And I've seen this in the comments, there's the large part of the MAGA movement that likes his attitude and his vengeance and his vitriol towards the left and the liberal elites. Because I see comments on our channel that say, I'm just going to vote for Trump because I like that he's making you guys cry. Like they like seeing other people punished and in pain.
Well, it's what you said last week. So we did this thing at the end where he kind of does these fun facts, and he found out that they did MRIs on conservatives and then liberals, and they found out that when they ask them the same question, different parts of their brain activate. in liberals, it's the creative, like analytical mind.
It's so something cortex, ACC.
Yeah. But it's it's
Google
it's analytical mind, and then the other side, it's the primal, it's the lizard brain, where they're like, fuck them,
the amygdala.
Yeah, and so they tracked it. They would ask them questions and watch, and it would fucking. So what these people, and maybe it's as simple as this. People get to this place in life where they're like, my life sucks. I'm not making good money. I'm always on the losing end of this. I can't seem to make shit come together. Whose fault is it? Well, now my life, I've been taught it's my fault. My father taught me it's my fault. If your life ain't working, get off your ass and do something. A lot of other people have been taught, and Trump steps into this where he's like, it's their fault. Yeah. And this is through history. This is not a new thing. This goes back to Hitler. This goes back to every fucking society. It's from the beginning of humanity. It's their fucking fault. Let's get them. And then they get them, and then they realize that, oh shit, life didn't change. Well, whose fault is it? It's their fault.
Now, that is a far right method, because it used to be the middle center right used to be, it is your fault. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, less government. We got to, it's all about, individual, whatever, sovereignty, whatever. Far right it's them.
Right. But and until these people start, you said you were going to help us, and they're like, it's your fault. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
Well, it's like we're the land of the haves and the have-nots. And I think definitely through social media and everything in the last 20 years, all of a sudden, the only people that you actually saw that had stuff was when you watched literally the lifestyles of the rich and famous, how the other half lived. Now on a daily basis, when you see people living a much better life than you are, even though it's fake and it's generated on social media to make their lives look better, people inherently just their ego inflates and they're like, I want what they have. Yeah. Why don't I have what they have? And it's so I'm going after the people who have, because they suck. They're keeping it all and I want it and they're not sharing it, which is what Trump appealed to in 2016. Because the issue that I had with him in 2016, I knew him from New York, but he was basically a real estate tycoon buffoon. But he failed at everything. He failed at everything, and he was almost a walking joke because
in New York, right? Yes, he was a joke in New York.
Yes, because he put his name on a building like you label your lunch bag in middle school. It's like that's mine. So he was always that kind of Hollywood wannabe. Thought he was bigger than he really was, but then all alongside of it, he wasn't paying his taxes. Number of banks wouldn't lend him money anymore because he would. Not pay the loans back. He had to go to international. This was all documented in the New York Times and Daily News. He was just kind of an idiot. So in 2016,
he's not kind of. I mean, we could just play 15 hours of shit.
But he wasn't being taken seriously in anything else that was, considered like politics, but he doesn't belong in politics. In 2016, when he won, which freaked everybody out because no one was ready for him. The obvious thing was that he was so underqualified. I looked at him like the Wizard of Oz. He was the guy going, "What are you doing in my kingdom?" But it was the people behind the curtain that were running the show. Trump was the figurehead. Yeah. Here, sign this. Yeah. Here, because always make a thing about signing and then showing, look at the bill that I passed. Yeah. And like you had said, whose fault is it? When things went well, look what I did for you. When things didn't go well, it was their fault. Yeah. It's the crazy liberal left. I am not responsible for anything that goes bad. I'm responsible for everything that goes good.
Said that in the midst of COVID. Would you change anything about your presidency? No, I think it's perfect. What would you give your rating? A plus?
A plus.
They're stacking bodies in fucking trucks.
Yeah. You can hear it's the beep beep going off of the refrigerator trucks.
Oh, God damn. So we are at a place now where we get this guy, and look, the first time I get it, I'm like, all right, you guys saw him on TV. He's soaked in. You guys got Manchurian candidated by this guy. I had done a bunch of research when he was running in that, and that's when we started the pod. That's when the podcast became from ironically named Armageddon Update to, oh shit, it's really the Armageddon Update. And I did research on him, and he's a loser. He fucked up. He couldn't sell steak, water, or alcohol. He's like vodka. Casinos, he blew up 4 casinos, which is how do you fuck up a casino? And there's no successes.